Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to Security B-Sides San Francisco 2010. Very excited to have everyone here. It is our 10th anniversary. So the first B-Sides San Francisco was back in 2010. That's 2012 now. Technically 11 years, but 10th anniversary. Very happy to have you all. It's going to be an amazing weekend. We have some really cool things planned. Hope you've been able to grab some breakfast, especially the pancakes, delicious, and are ready for a great full day of events. So the event is the work of about 30 staffers working year-round, and so it's very much put on by and for the community. 100% volunteer organized. None of us are paid to do this. It takes a lot of work. My day job, thankfully enough, gives me some time to work on this, but otherwise it is a lot of time to do this. So really do appreciate all of our volunteers. We have actually 185 volunteers helping us out this weekend. Plus we have the Call for Papers Review Committee and our Capture the Flag team work tons of hours to go through all the talks, all the workshop that have been submitted, put together the puzzles for the Capture the Flag event. So let's just give everybody a round of applause to all the volunteers. So the goal is to expand the spectrum of communication. So one of the big things about B-Sides is that we're always trying to present the next big thing. And specifically that there are no attendees at B-Sides events. Everyone is a participant. So everyone's expected to actually contribute something back to the conversation. And we can do this in a lot of different ways. So while we have 4 different talking tracks going on this weekend, we also had the workshop yesterday over at HashiCorp. We have 4 different villages this year. We have, again, the Capture the Flag, and there's a lot of just general kind of like hallway con stuff where you can always just go and chat with people and just share ideas and discuss things. So make sure you do that. So you don't always have to spend time in the talks. You can always do all these other things. So in fact, we actually have 3 different floors worth of stuff. So we have here on the City View floor, this is where, so this is the Embarcadero track is here. We have our participant hall next door in the combination of the Presidio and Twin Peaks rooms. That is, we flip-flopped this year for folks that have been here the last 2 years. But we're hoping that layout works well. It's the kind of combination of the bar and chill out space, the villages, and all the sponsors as well. So make sure to kind of walk around that. Mezzanine level is where you registered, and then down on AMC, we have 5 different theaters, 3 different tracks, and then 2 overflow theaters as well. And then we also have our Career Center, which we took last year as the B-Sides Chit Chat space, and it's now a full-blown Career Center as well. So as I said, just lots of opportunities for conversations. Lunch today from 12 to 1:30 in the participant hall, and then again under the tent outside in the chill-out patio. The CTF is here in Embarcadero. If you can always get around in the back here, or you can go outside and come in the back door there. Career Center, again, downstairs. New this year in your registration bags are some wristbands. They're wristbands for I'm hiring and I'm looking. So from a career standpoint, great to wear those. Today we have happy hour from 5:30 to 6:30 over in the participant hall, sponsored by Airbnb. And then Airbnb is also sponsoring our really awesome Sunday night party tonight from 6:30 to 9:30. We have some really fun surprises tonight, so looking very much forward to that. You can check out the full schedule online on Sketch, or we're actually on Hacker Tracker as well. So if you have Hacker Tracker, you can update it, and we're in there as well. Just a reminder that the outdoor patio is no smoking, is non-smoking only. If you need to smoke, including vaping, you need to go all the way down to the ground level. So questions answered. We're doing Slido again this year. We have a little better setup than last year, so hopefully it works. But a lot of the signs actually have a QR code you can scan. But if you just go to slido.com, you can enter BSidesSF 2020, and then you can ask questions there. So you make sure to pick the appropriate tracks, because that'll show you all of them. So make sure whatever track you're in that you select that before you ask a question. But we want to hear if this is working for you. We want to know if this is actually creating an atmosphere for this conversation. So please give us feedback. We relish the feedback. We read through it all multiple times and learn from it. Like we learned that last year people didn't generally like the coffee, so we completely have a brand new coffee vendor this year. So hopefully people enjoy that. You can give feedback online at BSidesSF.org/feedback. If you have specific feedback about particular talks that you've heard or any kind of sessions, go on Sketch, and there's a place there to provide feedback. So we take the creating a safe environment very seriously. So we've had a code of conduct for many years. It basically boils down to the golden rule: show respect and tolerance for each other's uniqueness, be kind, and practice the golden rule. Simply put, don't be an ass or we'll kick your ass out. It's really what it boils down to. Absolutely zero tolerance for any kind of physical, verbal, or sexual harassment, intimidation, or marginalization of any human. That includes robots as well. Okay. If you have an issue or witness any kind of behavior that is not consistent with this policy, please let any staff member or any public safety member know, and we will take care of it. For the full code of conduct, we have signs throughout the venue, and then also check your printed program that was in your registration bag. So hygiene, a lot of people have been concerned about coronavirus. We've had a number of people reach out to us. Luckily, we've not had any kind of, as far as I know, any participants and such that have not been able to attend, which is great. But we also understand that the risk is there. It has not been seen in San Francisco at all. But we understand that some people may not want to shake hands or hug or such, and so you just need to respect that. Just please practice basic courtesy when coughing. There is hand sanitizer, thanks to one of our sponsors, in your bag, so please use it religiously. And then wash your hands. So that's all we ask. There's, again, hand sanitizer also throughout the theaters. We're washing down all the surfaces regularly, washing the mics. So we just ask you to help with us, help us with that. Thank you. And then we have our video and photo policy, which is, again, it's a bit different than a lot of things. We basically say that, like, hey, if you're taking a picture, just make sure you have permission of everybody in the shot, and then that crowd shots are generally discouraged. There is one exception to this policy. New this year, we actually have an official photographer, the first time in 10 years, helping to capture the magic that is BSides. She's walking around with a vendor badge. She is right over there. If she happens to be taking a photo and you do not want to be in that, please feel free. She's very friendly. Go up to her and just say, hey, I'd rather not be in that photo. Hey, or blur my face out. She's more than happy to do that. But we have literally no photos of B-side stuff, so we're trying something new to actually, hopefully, we can have some photos for once. So again, like every year, we have our T-shirt charities. It's an opportunity to kind of let the community give back. So when you purchase a T-shirt, all the sales proceeds actually benefit several deserving charities. We have EFF, Hackers for Charities, and the Sisters of Professional Indulgence. You'll hear more about that later in the day. But all these are great charities, and they do a lot for the security community or the local community here in San Francisco. Again, our theme this year is San Francisco. So that's one of our big focuses this year. So you'll see a lot of stuff with San Francisco theme. And then last but not least, this event would not be possible without the support of our sponsors. It costs a lot of money to put an event on in San Francisco, and we're very thankful to all of our sponsors. Each of the organizations that you see here contributed something that has enabled basically an aspect of this year's events. Special thanks to our leading sponsors, Adobe, HackerOne, Twilio, and Volumel. Let's give a round of applause again to all of our sponsors.